What is the smallest number that can be divided by 3, 4, 5, and 6? A, B, C, or D? 3 times 2 times 5 times 2 is 60. Therefore, the correct answer for that is 60. Good morning to all viewers out there, lalong-lalo na sa aking mga subscribers. And today's video, magkakaroon tayo ng mathematics review, especially for those who are wanted to take licensure examination for teachers or maybe civil service examination or even entrance examination sa mga universities. Step-by-step explanation. Dito tayo sa PowerPoint presentation natin. Please visit my YouTube channel at Trademark TV. Ang feature ng ating video is about mathematics tutorial part 1. Now, before anything else, gusto ko munang magpakilala sa inyo. I am Mr. Mark Villamor Abdul Wahid, a public school teacher here in our place in Tawi-Tawi. And I believe that perseverance and hard work are essentials to success. Meron lang muna tayong konting introduction tungkol dito. Napaka-importante nitong points na ito. We have to master the fundamental operations in mathematics. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, radical, and exponential. So let us give some short definition or concept about radical. When we talk about radical, if we have a root of b where a is the index and b is the radicand. Example, square root of 4, we usually answer that as 2 because 2 times 2 is 4. Cube root of 8, we may answer that is 3 or 2 rather because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Or if we have an example of square root of 9, we may answer 3 because 3 times 3 is 9. Or if we have square root of 16 is 4. And cube root of 27 is 3 because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. On the other hand, exponential is about powers or exponents. If we have a raised to the power of b, where a is the base and b is the exponent. Example, 2 raised to the power of 2 is 4 because 2 times 2 is 4. 2 raised to the power of 3 is 8 because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And 3 squared or 3 raised to the power of 2 is 9. If we have quantity 2 squared raised to the power of 3, we may answer 2 to the 6th power because you are going to multiply the exponents 2 and 3. So the final answer for that is 64. Let us begin with this question. Which of the following is an example of binomial? A, B, C, or D? So before that, kailangan muna nating maintindihan in a question about binomial. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng binomial? Let's begin with polynomials. The basic definition of polynomials is many terms. Polynomial has only one term. Binomial has two number of terms. Trinomial has 3 terms. So therefore, choice letter A at saka choice letter C cannot be considered as a binomial because letter A has 3 terms and letter C has only 1 term. So there are 2 choices that we have. Remember how to eliminate the choices. So dalawa na lang ang pagpilian natin. However, the letter D is not yet simplified because we can still subtract 7x and 4x and it becomes 3x. Therefore, the correct answer for that is letter B. So that is a binomial term. Number 2, simplify to quantity x minus 1 plus quantity 6x minus 12y minus 2 quantity negative 6y plus 4x. Options are A, B, C, and D. Here is the solution for that. So learn how to multiply an algebraic expression using distributive property of multiplication. So in that case, we are going to multiply 2x 2 times x and 2 times negative 1 becomes 2x minus 2. Then the same procedure plus 6x minus 12y plus 12y minus 8x. Then 2x and 6x are similar terms. Then we have 8x minus 2 minus 12y plus 12y minus 8x. We have still similar terms, which is the 8x and 8x, and also for 12y and 12y. So you are going to subtract, that becomes 0. So the remaining term is negative 2. So the final answer for that is letter D. Number 3 question. Which of the following is a prime number? When we talk about prime number, it is a whole number whose only factors are 1 and itself. So kung pipiliin natin si letter A, number 9 has 2 factors, 9 times 1 and 3 times 3. Letter B has also several factors. We can use 8 times 3, we can use 12 times 2, and so forth. Letter D, we have also several factors for that, 16 times 2, or maybe 8 times 4. So therefore, those are composite numbers. It is a whole number that have more than 2 factors. And the correct answer for that is 17, because 17 has only factors of 1 and by itself. Number 4, prime factors of 36 are A, B, C, and D. When we factor a number, we need to use a prime factorization. So letter B cannot be considered a prime factorization method because number 6 is a composite number. Letter C cannot also be a prime factorization method because number 4 is not a prime number. And letter D, 12, is not a prime number. Therefore, the correct answer for that is letter A. So those underlined numbers are composite numbers, not a prime number. Let's proceed to number 5. Determine 30% of 50. So in this case, we can use mental mathematics. Kung iisipin natin, kung 30% of 100, we may answer 30. Since 50 lang yung tinatanong, so kalahati siya. So the correct answer for that is, kalahati ng 30 is 15. Number 6. What is 12% of 80? A, B, C, and D. In this particular problem or question, we can have a formula of this part equals to percent times whole, or we can transform it into whole equals to part divided by a percent, or percent is equals to part divided by whole. Since number 6 question is asking for the 12% of a whole, therefore, we need to use the part equals to percent times whole formula. All you have to do is multiply 0.12 times 80. So note that when you multiply a percent, can be converted, or we need to convert to decimal before applying to formula instead of multiplying it. Example, if we have 30% becomes 0.30, 7% becomes 0.07. So the answer for that is 9.6. Okay. Number 7. So doon sa number 6, i-multiply lang natin yung 0.12 times 80 and we got 9.6. Number 7 question. If you buy an item worth of 320 with 15% discount, how much should you pay? So tinatanong dito ang babayaran. Napaka-common po ito sa mga civil service exam. A, B, C, and D. The solution here is we are going to use the part equals to percent times whole. We are going to determine the 15% of 320 by multiplying 0.15 times 320. We got 48. Is that your answer? Not yet, because the question here is how much should you pay? Therefore, you are going to subtract the whole 320 subtracted to 48. So it becomes 272. Correct answer for that is letter D. Next question. Number 8. What is the smallest number that can be divided by 3, 4, 5, and 6? A, B, C, or D? Now, in this question, we need to recall the concept of the least common multiple LCM and the greatest common factor GCF. Get the prime factorial of the number 3, 4, 5, and 6. If we have 3, the factor of 3 is 3 times 1. 4, factors of 4 or 2 times 2 times 1. Then the prime factorial of 5 is 5 times 1. And the prime factorial of 6 is 3 times 2 times 1. Then we need to have same number, 3. We have also 3. Then another is 2 on that 4. And another 2. Minsan lang siyang i-recognize. Then another thing is 5. Minsan na rin siyang isusulat. And the remaining is 2. So, minsan na rin siyang isusulat. Yung natitirang 1, you don't need to consider it as to find the product of the numbers. So, you are going to multiply that. 3 times 2 times 5 times 2 is 60. Therefore, the correct answer for that is 60. The LCM or the least common multiple and the GCF, the greatest common factor. Number 9 question. Greatest common factor of 12 and 60 is A, B, C, D. Okay, the greatest common factor. How to get the greatest common factor for that? Of course, we need to use the factor 3 or the prime factorization. Prime factorial of 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. Prime factorial of 60 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. All you have to do is get the numbers that are identical. So we have 2 identical, another 2, then you write it 2 again, then another number 3. So only identical pag greatest common factor ang kukunin. So we need to multiply those numbers. 2 times 2 times 3 becomes 12. So final answer for that is letter C. Now, what if we are going to find the least common multiple of 12 and 60? So, sa number 9, ang hinanap is greatest common factor. Sa number 10 ay LCM or least common multiple. Ano kaya yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa? A, B, C, or D? Doon sa number 9, ay ang ginawa natin is nagkaroon lang tayo ng identical numbers at yun lang yung ginamit natin. But dito sa number 10, since nakuha na natin yung identical numbers which is 2, 2, and 3, meron siyang natirang 5 sa factor ng 60. So, dapat i-include natin kung least common multiple ang hahanapin. So, therefore, 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 is 60. The final answer for that is 60. So, for now, yan muna ang ating maibigay na review. Ayan. Thank you very much sa pagsubaybay sa ating videos. And I hope you understand, you are all ready to have the concept on how to solve mathematics, especially sa basic portion na yun. And meron pa tayong continuation and that will be the second part of it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, click the notification bell. Thank you very much and God bless us all.